Man with a Scar, William Somerset Maugham. Who is the author of The Man with a Scar? Somerset Maugham. Where does the man with the scar sell lottery tickets? In a bar in Cutmela City. What is the most noticeable feature of the man with the scar? A scar from temple to chin. What does the man with the scar often receive instead of selling tickets? Free drinks. What was the man's occupation before selling lottery tickets? A revolutionary general. Why was the man sentenced to execution? For leading a rebellion in Mcqs. What happened to the man's ammunition during the rebellion? It ran out, leading to his capture. What did the man request before his execution? To say goodbye to his wife. How did the man kill his wife? By stabbing her in the neck with a hidden knife. What reason did the man give for killing his wife? He loved her deeply. Why did the government general spare the man's life? Out of respect for his bravery. What is ironic about the man's current life? He lives humbly despite being a former general. What does this scar symbolize in the story? His past struggles and sacrifices. How does the narrator describe the man's personality? Artless and good humored. What game did the man play before his execution? Poker. What did the what did they use as chips during their poker game matches? How does the narrator first notice the man with the scar? Due to his scarred face. What does selling lottery tickets represent for the man? A pretense to get free drinks. What tone does Mogham use in this story? Pleasant and narrative. What does the narrator think about the man's financial situation? He is poor and struggles to make a living. How does the man with the scar dress? In shabby grey suits and khaki shirts. What does the narrator enjoy at the Palace Hotel? The dry martini. What does the acquaintance refer to the man with the scar as? A general. What type of demeanor does the man with the scar exhibit while selling tickets? Cheerful and friendly. What was the outcome of the man's attempt to overthrow the government? He was captured and sentenced to death. How does the narrator describe his first impression of the man with the scar? As remarkable yet intriguing. What does the phrase "a trifle the worse for liquors" imply about the man? He drinks excessively but remains functional. How many men were captured along with the man and the scar? 5. What did they do while waiting for their execution? They played poker using matches as chips. What does shot at dawn refer to this context? The time of execution. What kind of atmosphere is depicted in the bar where the man sells lottery tickets? Lively and cheerful. What does Mogham suggest about life in Guatemala City during this story? It has elements of danger and unpredictability. How does Mogham portray exiled individuals through this character? As tragic figures struggling for survival. What can be inferred about the narrator's feelings about the man with the scar? Admiration. What aspect of his appearance contrasts with his personality? His scar. What might Morgan have chosen to conclude details about poker in the story? To emphasize luck in life and death situations. What does threaded his way about the table suggest about the man's movement? He was careful and deliberate. How does Mogham use irony in the story regarding the man's fate? The man who aimed to be powerful ends up selling lottery tickets. What mood does Mogham create through his description of Guatemala City's Palace Hotel? Elegant yet unpretentious. In what way does Mogham characterize revolutionaries through this story? As tragic figures with complex lives. Who is the general that arrives to oversee the execution? General San Ignacio. What does the condemned man request before his execution? To say goodbye to his wife. What is the general's response to the man's request? He agrees without hesitation. How does the condemned man react while waiting for his wife? He smokes a cigarette. What happens to the other 4 condemned men during the execution? They are shot by the firing squad. How does the condemned man's wife enter the patio? With quick steps, visibly distressed. What does the wife do when she sees her husband? She runs into his arms. What does the man with the scar do immediately after embracing his wife? He stabs her in the neck. What is the reaction of those witnessing the stabbing? They cry out in horror. How does the ADC respond after examining the woman? He declares she is dead.